Ever wonder why your mood crashes for no reason? Or why anxiety feels like a literal heart attack? It isn't a character flaw or a weakness. It's biology. Your brain is a 1.5 kilogram supercomputer that controls every single thing you think, feel, and do. It makes up only 2% of your body weight, but it consumes 20% of your energy. When that energy flow, or the communication between your cells, gets dysregulated, your mental health changes.
To understand mental illness, you first have to understand the hardware. Your brain is a network of specialized structures. Think of the prefrontal cortex as the CEO. It handles decision-making, self-control, and planning. The amygdala is the security alarm, processing fear and stress. The hippocampus is your internal library, managing memory and learning. In a healthy brain, these regions talk to each other constantly to keep you balanced. But in someone with depression or anxiety, that communication can break down. For instance, an overactive amygdala can make an ordinary day feel like you're being chased by a tiger. This talking happens through neurons. You have billions of them, and they communicate using electrical signals and chemical messengers called neurotransmitters. Think of neurotransmitters like the text messages of your brain. Dopamine handles motivation and reward. Serotonin regulates your mood and sleep. GABA is the brain's calm signal, reducing anxiety. When these texts get lost, delayed, or sent too often, your mental state shifts. In people with depression, there's often less serotonin being released into the gaps between neurons, called synapses. Selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, SSRIs, work by keeping more of that serotonin available so your brain cells can actually hear the message. So why does the system glitch? It's never just one thing. It's a complex mix of your genes, your environment, and your life experiences. Some people are born with a genetic predisposition for things like ADHD, bipolar disorder, or schizophrenia. But life itself is the interior decorator of your brain. Chronic stress, trauma, or neglect, especially during the first 15 years of life, can physically change the architecture of these circuits. High levels of the stress hormone cortisol can actually cause the hippocampus to shrink and damage your memory over time. We live in a burnout society where the pressure to achieve and the constant hit of social media notifications can hijack our dopamine pathways. Here is the key insight. Mental illness is a health condition that changes your thinking, feelings, or behavior. It is as physical as diabetes or heart disease. You can't just snap out of it, any more than you could snap out of a broken leg. Doctors diagnose mental illness based on symptoms, because unlike a cardiologist, they can't just take a blood test for depression yet. They look for patterns in the DSM-4, like oversleeping, loss of interest, or difficulty concentrating. But here is why this matters. Your brain is not fixed in stone. It has something called neuroplasticity, the ability to physically rewire itself in response to new experiences. This is how recovery happens. Psychotherapy, like cognitive behavioral therapy, isn't just venting. It helps rewire maladaptive thought patterns at the circuit level. Medication can help restore chemical balance. Even consistent lifestyle habits, like regular exercise, high-quality sleep, and brain-challenging activities can strengthen your neural networks. When we understand that the brain is a biological organ that can be treated, the stigma dies. People who have a mental illness are not crazy or dangerous. Most hold jobs, attend school, and are victimized by violence more often than they commit it. The consequences of not seeking help are massive. Lost productivity, ruined relationships, and even suicide, which is a leading cause of death for young people. In a world that feels increasingly complex and stressful, your time is your most precious resource. Stop doom scrolling and start engaging your brain. Whether it's learning a new instrument, practicing a language, or simply seeking professional support when things feel off, you have the power to influence your own biology. Your brain is always at work behind the scenes. It's time to start looking out for it.